This is a brand new week, and I'm going to be listing all the assets I'll be looking at in taking our account from 270k to 540k. Like we said, every week we try to see how we can double the account balance. We started with 100k, and the target last week was taking 100k to 200k. We're good enough, we're able to surpass the goal, and then we made 270k last week, which was the first day of the trading challenge. Now, with the 270k balance, our goal is to see how this week we can target 540k, and we will be looking at our first pair with which we want to achieve this goal, and that pair will be nothing but GBPUSD. GBPUSD, like I said, since last week, early last week, I showed you guys my reason for taking this pairs. My number one pair is because of the perfect H and S that has been being formed. H and S simply means head and shoulder. We had the left shoulder formed here, and then the head, and then the right shoulder. I took a sell from this trade, from this point early last week when the price got to this point, and then it sold down to this point. But then the challenge account started this week. Sorry, towards the end of last week. That's on Friday. As at that point, price was already hitting on the support level, daily support level, which is around this region. So I used that because, of course, the basic rules of support and resistance level. When market got to the point, the market reacted from here, and then the same thing. I expected a reaction at this point, and because of you know previous experiences where we see that when market breaks through a neckline, there is always the tendency to go and retest that neckline. That was the reason why I've been looking for a region that can possibly push the market to do that, and this daily support region is the best, the most ideal place to do that. So when price got here, I decided to buy, taking our first trade, and that was the trade that gave us our 170% return on investment on our first trade for the challenge, taking 100k to 1 million. And then the price got to this level. We could not get to our target on Friday, but at least when I mean target, I'm talking about the points where I think the price will get to before a sell trade. But as for the target on how much we are looking at on our personal account, we are able to surpass that target. Now, this is what I'm expecting. Like I said, I expect the price to get to this level before the potential sell will start all over again. So at this point, I will be looking at taking um, more buys on GU, but then I also need to watch out for perfect entries. If you go down to the 4-hour time frame, on a larger view of the trend, you can see that the price is actually making lower lows and then lower highs. Okay, something like this. You have your lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then you are expecting price to go up to this level to form a lower high, and then before we can get further lower lows here. Right now, market has not formed this yet, so we're expecting this to happen. Market should get to this point before the sell continuation. But then when you come closer to look for minor trends, you see that the trend actually has been broken. When it comes to minor trend, you take your lower high to your lower low here, and then you have your lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high down, then lower low here. You see that the price has actually broken the trend, and when market breaks trend this way, there's the high possibility that it's going to come back to the zone where some of those traders call the fair value gap zone, all right, before they push back. So this is going to push back to this point, but I believe that when it does this, then it's going to coincide back again to the higher trend that we are looking for, bringing us back to this same trend where we're having a pushback to sell. So this is the major and the minor trends that will forge our decision for us to know what to be doing when the price gets to this level. So like I said, 4-hour time frame is showing us that there could be minor retracement before the continuation continues. This is the target for the buy move that we are looking at. So I expect the market to do something like this back here to test this region, and then a bullish push to this upper area. This is what I expect the market to do this week, and then we can now begin to look for a sell, maybe from upper week. But this is our goal for this week. We will expect a sell down to this point, and then we'll take our entries, and then we expect the market to get to this zone. With that